There we go. Oh, that didn't really help at all, did it? What should we chat about today? Hi, good morning. I was just starting my little chat. Genius, that's smart. Tell me all about it. What did you see that I did that's genius? I need to know. Sounds like sarcasm. Good morning. So we had a very long spring. I'm up at about 4,500 feet, and so it takes a little bit longer for it to warm up, but it goes like my glasses and my shades. I really thought it would help, but it didn't. See? Oh, that's not too bad actually. But it went right from spring, like early spring, being cold, right to hot summer. It was 83 yesterday. It went from like a high of 61, which would be nice for another month. Actually, a high of 75. Why can't we have a month like that where it's like 65, 75? It just goes from like 40 to 80. And if you're wondering, my dogs are here with me. I'm translating for them. Where are you dropping in from? Yeah, 4,500 feet. So we're on the backside of some mountains, and we're in what's considered a highlands. And then right around us, there's desert. So it's just, it's an interesting little area. And hi. I can almost see what that says. Aw, Starling Roblox YT, thank you. I'm so glad to have you here. And Von Milk and a couple other people who haven't really dropped in, but I appreciate you coming on and subscribing. I like to be here in the mornings if I can. Usually once a month I take a break for a couple days at least, but oh, England. Isn't it about your bedtime? Well, not quite, huh? It's evening there. I love you too. And that's why I'm here. I'm here because, you know, we gotta love each other, right? I know there's a lot of people having, that are alone and having issues. Here, let me try to set this up. I don't have my microphone or my gimbal on me. Like, so sorry. I could go get it if it would make it better. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to hold this phone here, but so Starling, so let's see, we've got Von Milk, 4:43 p.m. Yeah, that's what I thought. You've got a few more hours before bedtime. I'm always, well, I have kids, but I'm always alone too. I prefer it. But this I can handle, right? I'm sort of what they consider, I don't know if I'm necessarily an introvert, but I am reclusive. You love my videos. Thank you so much. That's funny because sometimes I'm like, I just need to put up a video today, and I slap something wacky together. I mean, sometimes I do really weird videos. For example, I have a Gen X son, and I made a weird video the other day, and he was like, that will go viral immediately. Put that up. It didn't go viral at all. So let's Let's see, turn this way so you guys can see the doggos. I don't know, I can't see what you're seeing. There's Shadow. Hi, Shadow, and there's Buddy. This is Buddy. Buddy. And that's Shadow. Shadow. Shadnut. Hi, boy. And Buddy. "3:42 a.m. Where are you? Where? Let me try to figure it out. Let me do the math. You're in that doesn't okay, you're in Australia. I have no idea. I just threw out a wild guess. Is that right or wrong? I think it's wrong. You're in Kuwait. All right, bring it. I've never traveled to the Middle East, although I'd like to. I actually considered leaving the States and moving somewhere else. And being that I have Jewish heritage, although Russian Jewish, not Middle Eastern type of Jewish, like Eastern European Jewish. I thought about going to Israel anyway because I figured, aren't we all supposed to go back there? I wasn't raised Jewish, but I was curious. But then I realized with little kids and everything like that, it would be way too hard, especially considering the fact that I don't speak Hebrew and I don't know anything really about Judaism. I actually got this bright idea many years ago to go to the University of Judaism, and boy, oh boy, was that a rude awakening. I thought I had found my people, but because I didn't know anything about Judaism, I might as well have been a Christian. They did not accept me at all. And I realized that you can't just find a group of people that are already there and they're like, oh, I found my people. I don't think so. I think it happens one at a time, one at a time. I think all people should be free from all other people. I am not an expert in what's going on over there. I know it's extremely complex, and so I do not try to talk too much about it. I know there's a lot of history there. I think what it really boils down to is they're being played by the British. Sorry. Well, like the City of London royalty, kind of that, the elites. And they just want to see both sides annihilate one another. Bottom line, I just think they want us all gone. You and me, brother. And they're willing to just let us fight to the death for their entertainment. Does that sound bad? Should I not be talking about this? It's a mess. And I gotta say, I feel very blessed and lucky to be born American. But at the same time, it's a little bit embarrassing right now. There's a lot going wrong. There's a lot going wrong here. And so I guess I shouldn't get on a political soapbox. I'm not very political. I just want everybody to be happy and, act like they've got brains in their heads, right? Quiet. You don't need to worry about that puppy. Quiet. Yeah. So like I said, I wasn't raised any religion at all. And once I realized that my heritage was Jewish, I studied the religion and everything. And it was literally just a couple months ago, I decided, it was last year, I decided to start reading the Bible or the Torah and the whole Bible from the beginning. And once I got to the part, and I'm sorry if this is going to offend anybody, once I got to the part in Exodus after the commandments were delivered, and then God came down, he commanded the Levites to slaughter 3,000 Hebrews. Nobody talks about that. Explain that to me, please. And if you don't believe me, go back and read Exodus. God said to the Levites, because they were the most God-fearing, they were the most holy, and he told them to go kill 3,000 Hebrews that all worshiped the golden calf. Do you remember reading that? I read that part. I got up to that part and I had to close the book and put it down because I have always felt like I was connected with the Lord and followed the Lord, like just the overarching Lord, not necessarily Jewish or Christian or whatever. Just like I knew I had a creator. I still know I have a creator, but I don't know. I don't know what kind of creator I was supposed to worship and follow that would make the Levites slaughter 3,000 Hebrews. And I really just want answers. I understand that God knows more than me, but can someone please answer that for me and make it make sense? And then we'll revisit this whole thing. But right now, the closest I'm coming to anything is just the philosophy of Buddhism, okay? That's where I'm at right now. I started studying that when I was like 18 or 19 years old. And I'm kind of coming back around to that philosophy that, you know what, until I find answers, what's up with my creator, I'm going to need to just sort of back off here. So please, like, I'm really serious. Someone who might know the Bible, explain what happened in Exodus, why he would tell the Levites to do that. Do I have something in my teeth? Sorry. Probably coffee grounds. So I brew cold brew coffee, and it always has coffee grounds in it. Whatever. It's getting warm here. My hair's growing, finally. Sorry. Man, it is warm. So I saw this thing. I dropped my son off at the trampoline park, and while he's trampolining, I go and browse stores. And I went to Lowe's the other day, and they have this, it's like the size of a cooler, and it looks like a cooler, but then it's a water mist. And it was like $8, not even. It's in the clearance area at Lowe's. Go to Home Depot or Lowe's and look at the clearance area. You'll be amazed what you can find. I got a $60 shower head, the rain shower head, for $5. So I'm thinking that mister might be an essential because I don't have a ceiling fan or anything. It's really warm out here. And morning sunlight is the best sunlight. It's healthiest for us. But it gets really warm. And I'm not really trying to get a tan. I don't really want a tan, but I do love the sun. I was born in August. I have a theory, it's probably wrong, because I've been testing it for many years and it's pretty much always wrong. But I still have a theory that your favorite season is the one you were born in. I don't know. See, now I can't read anything you're saying, but you weren't really saying anything, so that's fine. Right, Shadow? Come here, you want to say hi? Can you sit? Hey, Shadow, Shadow. I'm talking to you. Shadow. Want to say hi? So I was doing the lives like this way, panoramic, because I thought it would be really beautiful and people would want to see because it's really beautiful here. But then when I went and kind of looked at the other YouTube lives, I saw that everyone else's lives are kind of this way, portrait. And so maybe this works better. I think people are more willing to watch the lives that are up and down. Up and down. Portrait. Oh my God, it's getting hot. Where's the milkman? Is he still on? Von Milk. Von Milken. I live in an apartment community that is really beautiful, actually. They do an excellent job here. And all the trees and flowers and things are starting to come in, and we get these huge lavender bushes, and they're super amazing. I can't wait for that. And around the perimeter of my complex is 1¼ miles. So people do, and it's completely gated, the whole thing. And so there are over 500 dogs that live here. Not everybody goes on a walk every day, but we certainly get to see a lot of dogs around here. And I just started walking my dogs around the perimeter because for years I really haven't been able to walk. And even if I could walk, I could only walk a little way before I was in too much pain to continue. So now I'm just pushing through it. And the first week and a half actually was really hard and really painful. I've got a system down now where I guess it's a system. I just take Advil before I go. If I forget, then by the time I come back and pick up the second dog, I am don't need to be reminded. It's very painful. So I was a gymnast and a dancer when I was younger, and I was just naturally what they call hypermobile, which means extremely flexible and bendy. Well, when you're a dancer and a gymnast, they exploit hypermobility. And they don't warn you to the fact that, like a hospital straw, you know, how it's got that arch in it. If you bend it and pull it too many times, it stops doing its thing. It stops stretching. It stops going back into place. And that's what happens to your spine when you're hypermobile as well. So essentially, I messed up my back being too flexible. And so it's almost 11 in far. Are we talking about 11 p.m.? So that's what happened. And so it was 2020, January 2nd of 2020, I think. And I took my two big dogs. I only have Shadow now. Of those two dogs that was with me that day, I took them out up into the fire roads of the mountains walking. And they were, I believe they were about 6 months old at the time. And Shadow, the dog I have now, they were running down the road and he hit me in my knee and broke my leg really, really bad. And I had to have reconstructive surgery, and I was off of my leg for, 90 days in bed. They don't tell you, once you are ready to start walking on it, that hurts. It takes a couple months to get back to it, to get back to walking. So literally, because of my knee and my back, it's been about 5 years since I've been walking. So now I'm back to it, and I walk at least 2.5 miles every day, and that's not a lot, but it's a lot for me right now. Here's Kitty. Can you see Kitty? Kitty? You need to be a good girl. She's feeling feisty today. I've been letting her stay outside. She just loves to be outside. And I don't worry about the coyotes. They can't come into our complex. There's the garbage people out doing their thing. So what are you guys up to? Just chilling? Getting ready for nothing? Getting ready for bed? Getting ready just to evening cocktail? It's morning for me here. It's almost 9 a.m. where I'm at. I'm Pacific Standard Time, so like West Coast, like California time. I need to stand up. Oh my God. Dizzy. Lucy. Hi, kitty. I think I'm ready to take my hair down. I've had my hair in a braid for a whole day. I even got it wet and left it and let it dry. So yes, I live right across from like this area right here behind that wall is where the dumpsters are. And so usually, I mean, during the day, who cares, right? But literally, I have video because I'm a documentarian. I document things. Christmas Day, 6:30 a.m. The trash truck comes with its beep, 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 clunk, clunk, crash, clunk, crash. And is right there. So because it was right there, I went ahead and got video of that. Okay, yes, as evidence. I should have gotten some more coffee ready. It's hot out. Ugh. Okay, where's my glasses? I think I left them outside. I'm not trying to be flashy, y'all. I'm really just an old lady. I'm not trying to be sexy. Us old gals. Although we stop caring what you think, we're not really trying to be in your face about it either. I'm gonna go sit here for a little bit, see if anybody has anything else to say. Oh, I gotta get this out of my hair. Oh. So yeah, I love cutting hair, and I used to cut my hair a lot, like just trim it and, like cut a layer here, cut a layer there. I always had good hair shears, and I just love to cut my hair, right? And color it and do all kinds of stuff to it. But I was getting really sick of it not growing. And I was talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just can't, it gets to a certain length and it never gets past that. And it's not growing out. And she's like, stop cutting it. Oh. So I did. I stopped cutting it and it started growing. It doesn't seem that long right now, but it's pretty long for me. And I did just trim the ends a little bit. I do trim the ends. So next year it'll be another 4-6 inches in length, which is nice. But yeah, I slept with it wet. Oh, well, good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Buddy, come here. Here's Buddy. Buddy. Good buddy. Come here, sit. How you doing? Okay. Well, I really appreciate you being here. I really do. I think this is good for all of us. I started Coffee with Dogs because there's people out there scrolling, and I think it's really good for us as a society to try not to be so isolated. It's kind of interesting how we've gone from, we're kind of like isolated, but less isolated. I think we have, we're more open and showing more, and the authenticity is starting to come out too now on Facebook, or I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that, YouTube. I think people are tired, and this is not my opinion, actually. I research because I'm a creator. I want to know like what's going on. And so what they're seeing is the trend on YouTube to more authentic content. And I am nothing if I'm not authentic. I'm a social outcast because I'm too authentic. Now, I do have another channel, and this might make more sense to you, one person. It's called Tales from the Spectrum, and I just acquired 50 subscribers there, so I'll be able to go live over there, and it might make more sense to people that I'm going live and I'm weird and quirky because I'm on the spectrum. Late diagnosed. I was late diagnosed at age 45. So there's a lot of things that I have no idea are autistic traits, and sometimes I'll learn that something I do is an autistic trait. Shadow, just leave it. There's dogs out there. And I had no idea. So it's one of those things, like, I guess if something's an autistic trait and it's not a dysfunction in my life, I'm fine with it. But if I realize that something is an autistic trait and it's been a struggle for me my whole entire life, and I realize it's a trait of autism, it is emotional. It's just, it's sort of a sinking feeling, you know, that there's just so many little things that affect my life that are directly related to autism. And now they're saying autism and ADHD are like a combo package with some people, and I'm trying to figure out if that's the case with me. It's not like I want a label or need a label. It's just that in life, trying to get by and be functional is really second nature for some people, and other people it is definitely not second nature. It's like we have to try to learn and then remember all these things, how to blend into humanity. That's kind of like the whole thing. Double D's. Yep. Yep. Shut in, Charlie. I like that. Hi. Shut in, huh? Am I a shut-in too? See, we can be shut-ins together. I'm totally fine with that. I wonder, and I'm not proposing, but I wonder if there have ever been a couple people that met like this and then ended up like getting married but never met and stayed. Would you have to meet to get married? Do you have to be in the same room, or can you like do it virtual like Zoom and have your notaries there? We should try it out. I mean, not necessarily me. I'm not anyway, whatever. I'm hungry. What should I eat? What did you guys eat? I know that I feel better when I eat protein during, like, is my first meal. I'm more of a savory instead of a sweet. Yeah. What time is it, Charlie, where you're at, shut in? It's 9:07 here. 9 a.m. Where do you live? Where do you live, Charlie? You better tell me. So yes, you're obviously Pacific Coast. So Jessica Brooks, 5:08 p.m. Jessica must be also are you in Europe, UK? Are you guys here to see dogs? Because I don't want to disappoint you. Pacific Northwest. So like Ontario, or I'm sorry, Oregon, Washington. There's other kitty. Other kitty came to say hello. Hello. Hi. Well, I said Washington and Oregon, so it's one of those. And Jessica is, oh, okay, you're in the UK. Or over there in that area. Well, hi. Thanks for being here. United Kingdom. Sorry, it's just what I do. I can't do a Seattle accent, can I? Let's see. What's a Seattle accent? Yo, dude. Yo, bro. Look at Do you guys have cats? What the heck? Hi. Hi, girlfriend. She's a good kitty. She's doing it again. Sorry, but what's... Now, does anybody know why cats do that? I saw a video out there explaining it, but I literally just... I just couldn't commit that time to learning. Charlie, I think you're being sassy now. But sure, go ahead. I'm hungry. I'm out of protein shake. I actually prefer to just drink my nutrition. What about you guys? It's just so tedious eating. And I just don't have an appetite a lot of the time for food I have to chew. You know, I just want a protein shake or a fizzy. I use Arbonne. I love that stuff. And I've tried other stuff. I actually ran out and tried some of that Costco protein powder. Guys, that stuff literally made me puke. Oof. It was gross. It was really, really gross. So yeah, I prefer just to drink my meals. But it's expensive unless you consider it groceries, you know, so that would be about $300 a month for me to have that stuff. $300 a month. USD. How much longer will we have a USD? I'm curious. And not even that. You know that they're getting rid of paper currency. It's all going to be digital. All going to be digital. And they're just going to be able to boop, shut us off if they want to. And we'll have to eat crickets that we find on the street because our debit cards don't work, or our chip in our hand. They are upgrading. Yep, that's right. They sure are. And I don't know. I don't know how Americans are going to take it. I kind of think Americans are too kind of, how shall I say, ignorant to know how dangerous that is. And in other countries, when they've tried to control the water or the currency, it ends up pretty badly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, she's such a good kitty. Get the good kitty. Upgrading? Do you think that's an upgrade? That's scary, if you ask me. But let us all remember that we can trade and barter freely however we want to. They cannot really control our dollar, right? As long as we have things like, what do we need? Like ammo and food. We can trade that, like cigarettes, liquor. People love that stuff. I think I'm going to have to go eat. But like I said, I don't want to eat. What am I going to eat? Ugh. I just want to go out and eat. I want to go over to, well, hey! There's a child awake. He's not a child. He's going to be 20 next week. He's home from college. Do you have kids? I'm doing it live right now. Oh, kitty. The fluffy kitty. Sorry. Ah, there she is. Oh, good girl. Nico. Come here. Nico. She's a good girl. She's a good. Ouch! Stop hitting me with your tail. Okay, go on. Go. Go, Nico. Okay, there's nobody on? Okay. I love you all so very much. Bye-bye.